This presentation looks at how to assess situational judgment. Effective situational judgment at work requires a mindset that considers the various aspects of a problem viewed in the context of role demands. Well-designed situational judgment questions can be added to a competency interview, usually in the form of 3 or 4 additional questions. Each situational question will require 5 to 6 minutes to administer and review. They usually assess more than one competency. The primary focus may relate to analysis and problem solving, interpersonal effectiveness, or overcoming difficulties and achieving results. Situational judgment questions are designed to clarify differences between average and superior performance. The scenario covered by the question may relate to challenging, difficult, or open situations where a range of responses are possible. The more effective response will look at the situation from various angles, consider a wider range of options, and take account of the longer-term consequences of action. Effective responses may well involve considering how best to manage role relationships. Role analysis is required to identify challenging or demanding situations that may well represent critical incidents that separate the approach of average and superior performers in the role. Repertory grid analysis, or rep grid, may prove useful in helping clarify the links between behavior and situation. See the Pario video for more on this topic. Key aspects of effective behavior can be summarized as a bullet point list. Examples of less effective responses may also be noted. The situational question can be written on a card. By way of introduction, explain to the candidate that you will be asking some situational questions. These may follow after the main competency-based interview. The recommended approach is to read the question to the candidate, then pass them the card and say, "Think about the situation for a minute, and then I'll ask you for your response." After 1 minute, ask, "How would you respond?" Write down their answers, repeat these back to check accuracy, and then ask one follow-up question. Is there anything you would like to add? This is an example of a situational question. You're the manager of a group of engineers. Most are over the age of 40 and have fewer formal qualifications. You're about to have 2 recent graduates join the team. How would you handle this situation? More effective responses recognize the potential problems linked to differences in age and qualifications and propose various ways of integrating the recent graduates into the team. Remember that a situational question is not the same as a hypothetical question. Effective use of situational questions requires analysis and agreement on the scenarios and the approach linked to superior performance. Effective situational questions are based on scenarios where there is a clear difference between average or less effective and superior performers. Training is also required to make sure that questions are delivered in a standard format and responses are marked correctly.